Welcome to Playing for Second. I'm Josh, and today I'm back with another session of Kingdom Legacy, Feudal Kingdoms. Last session, I had a few negative events that I had to deal with, kind of slowed my progress down, and I'm hoping now that we got a few of those negative events and people out of my deck, hopefully we will have a little bit easier of a time today. Before we get started with Session 4, I do have a couple corrections and clarifications that I need to do from some mistakes I made in Session 3. So go ahead and join me at the table here, and we'll get those cleared up. So first thing I did, I kind of double used some of my cards. For whatever reason, my brain said it was okay to do at the time. It definitely wasn't okay. What I did with Lord Nimrod here is I actually used the activated effect to mark an X to get 2 swords. And then I also used his card to get another sword. So I produced and I used the activated effect. You cannot do that. So instead of doing that to gain 3 swords, I'm simply going to use the activated effect to gain the 3 swords. So even though I was wrong, I did have an easy way to fix it. So that's okay. Nothing is hurt there. The other thing I did, exact same thing. I did the activated effect on the planes and then used the planes in order to upgrade. I activated this and then I upgraded it later using another gold, which you cannot do. So I had a farmlands. I'm going to revert that back to the planes. So that'll be good to go moving forward. I had a little conundrum at the end of my last session about this export card. My brain was reading the the rule about it a little differently this time for some reason. I did go ahead and clarify that. It is a cumulative card, meaning you don't spend the barrels once you've accumulated them. So I've gone ahead and taken all of my hash marks off of there and just combined them together. I had exactly 30 when we left off. That means I have unlocked the first 3 abilities. The last ability that was unlocked here, I get to discover dubbing, which I did at the end of Session 3. So here is the dubbing card. It will go into my deck correctly. Again, I clarified that directly with the designer on some forums that I saw him posting to earlier. The other issue I had was this school. I had it as a prominent school in Session 3. I used it and forgot to upgrade it. So it should have been upgraded one more time. And then I used it again. So I've gone ahead and crossed off this ability, because that is what it is. It's one of those one-time abilities you cross it off to know that you've done it. So now this card doesn't really do much for me, but it is 6 points, so it's going to hang around. This thing really has helped me out in my play so far, so I'm not mad about that at all. So we're going to go ahead, put these in the deck, give them a good shuffle, but before we do that, we're going to add to it our next 2 cards for this round. So we are getting a camp and some far fields. I believe we had a camp card earlier. Yep, that's how we upgraded and got another knight. So we have the ability to get another knight potentially. And these far fields look like they can help us with some defense. So that'll be nice to have as well. We will get those mixed in and give them a shuffle. So yeah, I definitely had some rules errors. Luckily, they were correctable, easily correctable. Didn't really hurt anything. I might have gotten some use out of that field that I had upgraded to a farmland at one point. I'm not too worried about it. I think it's punishing enough now having to flip that back over and then basically wasted a turn upgrading that at one point. So I'm not too concerned about it. Again, I mentioned this in the last couple of videos. That's one of the great things about solo gaming. If you make a mistake, there's nobody there to bother you about it or get upset about it except yourself. Just trying to keep the rules in mind and try to play it as actually correct as possible. So we'll keep that in mind moving forward. Let's get started with our round here. All right. So right off the bat, we've got a couple negative cards. All right. So we've got rain. My lands are producing double, which means my West Canyon is producing double. Unfortunately, I can't play any more cards, so I don't have the ability to bring any more lands in. So this card is it's going to flip at the end of my turn. But for right now, it's just giving me some extra resources here that I'm actually not going to be able to take advantage of because I have nothing to upgrade with them. This bandit is also here. The skilled bandit's going to block 3 cards with production. Again, I have no swords. I can flip him with a missionary, but I don't have the missionary out. So this turn looks like it is completely wasted. I guess that's okay. Get this skilled bandit out early when I don't really have a the ability to do anything about it anyway. So this was a wasted turn, but that's okay. This card is going to flip back into a Thunderstorm. These will go to my discard pile. So yeah, that's kind of a shame. Couldn't even store anything in my army or my treasury because of those cards, but that's all right. Like I said, they're kind of out of the way, and I don't have to worry about them lurking in my deck the rest of the round here. All right, we got some barrels. This is a great card to have. It lets me keep cards in play. I'm gonna do that. So I think I'm gonna use this to keep these in play at the end of the turn, and I'm gonna go ahead and use Lord Nimrod to discover Rival and Raid finally. I know I've been talking about that several different times, and I have yet to do it. So let's go ahead and actually make that thing happen. So we're going to discover 133 and 134. So we'll dive in over here, way to the back of the stack here, 133 and 134. Okay, so this is my rating card, and this is my he's a handsome rival. So this must be Lord Nimrod's rival. All right, this one cannot be destroyed unless Lord Nimrod has been destroyed. I can discard Lord Nimrod and spend the resources for one box below to mark an X. When complete, it's okay. When complete, I flip this. Interesting. That is really interesting. Okay. So that'll go to my discard pile. I'll have to look at that later a little more. This is a raid card. Gain any resource. That's neat. Upgrade for swords. Gain any 2 resources. Upgrade with swords. Plundering and pillaging. Interesting. Okay, so this is like we're going to a rival town, basically, and taking their stuff. Apparently that's why that handsome rival is there. We must have upset his town. So those will go to my discard pile for now. At the end of my turn, I will discard this to keep these 2 cards in play. So on to the next round. All right, and again, the Sanctuary feels very useful. Letting you carry over things from turn to turn. Feels very beneficial. Let's see what we got out here, though. Okay, so I can discard 2 persons to upgrade my dungeon into the Lost Civilization. I would like to do that. I don't currently have 2 persons, unfortunately, just the 1. Okay, I could turn my Ashlands into a young forest using some gold. I don't have any iron, so I can't do Sir Alex's ability. My barrels are probably just going to go up to my exports at this point. I don't see another way to spend them, and I don't think I'm going to get in here in advance right now. So let's go ahead and mark these barrels while we're thinking about it. So we'll get rid of these 2 barrels, and we will just start some new tallies. Again, it is cumulative as we checked. That's really nice because, like I said, because of this trader goal, I want barrels. And now that I've got barrels, I can start stashing them here in my export card, and it's really going to start help moving this forward much more quickly. I'd really like to upgrade this dungeon. I don't have 2 persons in play, so I'm not going to be able to do that. I could, again, just upgrade my Ashlands. That kind of feels like a waste, but I think that might be what I do. Because again, I don't think I want to advance right now. Although I'd really like to get this done for next round. Yeah, I might search for some persons or something else to upgrade. Nope, I'm not going to do it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to discard a friendly card in play. I will discard my dungeon. That will get me 2 gold. Those 2 gold will be used to turn my Ashlands into a young forest. And Sir Alex will leave play. This gets to stay for new cards. All right, so I would have had to advance twice to find another person card. So probably all right. Didn't want to waste any more cards. So all right, I've got an iron. I've got a wood. I've got some gold. I can double and get an extra wood from this. Unfortunately, none of that is helpful right now. Okay. I'm gonna advance. Yep, I'm gonna advance. Here's why. I have my rocky area here, which is currently producing 2 stone. With this 2 stone and my field worker being able to gain 2 stone from that same card, I have 4 stone and I have a wood, and that's going to allow me, well, I have wood here too, so either way, that's going to be able to let me upgrade my headquarters into a town hall, which is nice because it has a sword on it, and it lets me play 1 land from my discard pile. That could be very beneficial as well, depending on the situation. So that was a really nice card to upgrade. That'll go to my discard. This will go to my discard, and didn't get to do anything with the inventor, but that's all right. Still got these 2 gold sitting here. Okay. Ooh, yes. I want to discover, probably. Okay. This also needs 2 persons. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay, I think what I can do here, I could use this ability on the priest. I could spend my 2 gold to upgrade 1 card in play as normal. But I don't think I have anything. I would have to do the mushrooms. I don't have anything to upgrade currently. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this Discover New Region. So my explorers are going to let me discover region 71, 72, 73, and 74 again. They're right here in the front. I've already discovered one of those earlier. Let me cross off what I've discovered, actually. I have discovered number 73. Okay. And then I get another one of these. I think this is the one I was eyeing up last time, the shore, because it has some seafaring items on the back. And I do have that 1 card, that compass card, in my deck that is going to really help move that along. So I think I'm going to take card 74 this time. And these 2 will go back into the box, or this nice little divider that Brian printed off. Okay, so that'll go away. This goes into my discard pile as well. I still have an action to take because I have not yet done an official action. That was just an activated effect. I don't need any swords currently. I have an iron that I can't use. I could dig in here and try to get 2 persons to upgrade this mushroom. I don't know if that's beneficial currently. I could go in here and try to get some gold to upgrade this priest with this barrel and some extra gold. Again, I don't know how far I want to push this, but I also don't think I want to just throw cards away. And this was a discussion I was having in session 3 a little bit, is I'm not sure where the inflection point is yet on digging into your deck in order to advance versus just kind of ignoring the cards that you've gotten out for the turn and moving on and trying to, instead of pushing your luck. I don't know where that inflection point is. I think it's going to be different for everybody's taste. I'm not really sure, but here we go. So again, I got a barrel. I have 2 gold. So I would still need 4 gold and a barrel to come out of here somehow. And I only see 1 gold sitting on top. So I don't think that is going to be super beneficial to me. But again, you never know what you're going to find under there. Yeah, let's advance. I'm going to advance. Okay. Not bad. Not bad, but I still might have to dig a little deeper. I didn't get the barrel I need. I do have 2 persons. If I wanted to upgrade the persons or use the persons to upgrade my land, I could. The other thing I just found here is this Far Fields, which can upgrade into a building with 2 wood, 2 stone, and 2 gold, which I am missing some of those currently. So I think I'm going to stop. I'm going to use these 2 person cards to upgrade my mushrooms to a little bit better of a form. This one lets me discard a person to gain 2 barrels. So if you get a person kind of like the priest that maybe you can't use or don't want to use, you can do that. Do I want to read? No, we're gonna go with it. None of those head stays in play. Okay, so hopefully that'll be beneficial moving forward later. We'll see. All right. Yeah, I could have pushed for that deep mine potentially. Ooh, the deep mine. That'd be really nice to upgrade right now. I have a lot of good resources on here. And I don't know if I want those to go to waste. Oof. I can discover mine 8485. And I think I checked yesterday. Yeah, I can still do this by getting rid of this shallow mine. What would that give up? 3 points. I might do that. Let's do that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ditch this shallow mine. And I'm going to discover 84, 85. I've already gotten one of those, so 85 is what's left. It's just another mine. It's worth 1 more point, so I might as well have done it. Has the same resources, so that's an easy decision there. And that kind of makes my decision a little easier here of whether to advance super far or not, because now I don't have that extra stone to even consider with my far fields. I would really like some wood, though, to upgrade here, and I don't have that. So I don't have enough stone. I don't have enough wood. Oh, boy. This hill settlement would be nice to upgrade to at some point. Let's advance. Okay, we got a sanctuary at least. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to spend my 2 barrels. And again, stash those up here on my export track. And that at least gives me some extra barrels up there. For the turn, I think I'm just going to end my turn here, because I don't want to bring this out. This isn't going to be super helpful right now. So I'm going to end my turn, and I'm going to save probably my deep mine and probably my far fields, because then I'm just a few resources away from potentially upgrading that. What's on the back of this far fields? What can I can go to an inn, and then that inn can become an innkeeper, or I can upgrade the far fields directly to a wall, which is really nice. Yeah, I think I'd rather go to the far fields into the wall than anything. But let's advance. Oh, nice. These came out at the same time. Okay. Seafaring card doesn't do anything for me. I could potentially get gold with it, but I'm going to be able to cross off 2 boxes on that, so that's really nice if I wanted to access some gold. And I might do this right here, this diplomat. I've been itching to get that done. I don't have any wood currently, so all these cards that require wood to upgrade are kind of out. The shipyard, I definitely want to get that upgraded though, because again, it's another one of those seafaring cards on the back. All right, I need 3 gold to discover ally 121. Let me make sure the card exists, and I haven't done that yet. I've been forgetting to cross things off to remind myself about that. 121 does exist, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I need to spend 3 gold. I'm going to do this card first here. So I'm going to use my compass, and because there are 2 seafaring cards in play, I get to mark off 2 boxes. I will mark off 1 and 2, so that gives me access to a gold. I don't really need it because I have other gold, but I have 3 gold, and I will use that 3 gold to get this ally here. And I'm going to cross this off now that I've done it to remind myself in the future. I do want to upgrade this at some point because that's another person I can get, a consort. So yeah, this card's been pretty cool too. Getting to discover some people. All these cards are going to go away. Marked. Got my 3 golds. I just got to get my ally out of there at some point. So 121. Oop, just had him. Dropped him. 121. Here's my ally. Oh boy. Not a great ally. He does provide 2 swords, which I badly need, but he's negative 5 points. Or I could go with Queen Jemima, and I can discard 1 person with 5 or more points to mark. Okay. Interesting. I really need these swords, though. So it is going to lose me. This is really beneficial, I think, moving forward. I've been struggling really badly with swords. This is nice. I don't know how many person cards I have that are worth 5 or more anyway. So I think I'm just going to take the sword and move on with that. So that was a nice little discovery there. Okay, oh boy. All right, you may not play cards, so this Dark Prince comes into play. I can't play cards, I can't upgrade, and I can't use end of round effects. And I have to spend 5 swords to defeat them. Currently, I have, looks like no swords. I've got a school building that doesn't do anything for me. I've got a beekeeper that gives me some gold. And I have the silk that I can't upgrade with the gold that I do have. So I'm probably just going to end up spending the silk here as an export. Gets me halfway to my next ability there. A little bonus. These are going to disappear. This is going to disappear. That Dark Prince is tough. But again, at least it didn't super hurt that turn. It could have been a lot worse. All right. Yeah, this camp I want to get upgraded. Definitely want to get this person upgraded. Again, discovering new lands. I really like discovering new lands, and that's that gives me the ability to do so. Let's see what else I can do here, though. I would definitely like to upgrade this camp, and I'm going to do that now. So I've got a gold and a wood, and this will produce me an iron with the festival card. I will upgrade that. These can disappear. And out comes my dubbing event. That'll happen at the end of the round. There's my 4 cards. Unfortunately, Sir Anthony, who stays in play and could have helped me defeat potentially one of those enemies that's in there. Last card in the deck. 3 swords just kind of wasted for the round. I'll probably end up using him to bank swords up here on my next turn because I don't know what else I'll do with him. Okay. The scribe here needs 5 gold. I can produce 5 gold. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to gain all of these resources. So 5 gold and a barrel. I can bank my barrel as a free action. And then I will spend my 5 gold to upgrade the scribe into an architect. And I will eventually be able to reset the architect to discover a building project, which we haven't seen yet. So that's kind of cool. All right, that felt like a good use. And then my final turn, boom, Sir Anthony comes in. I will bank these swords, use my whole action to bank these swords in my army. So, unfortunately, his swords weren't able to defeat any enemies, but at least they didn't go completely to waste because it does, increase my army track and score me some points at the end of the game. There we go. That was that round. I get to do this dubbing event. So at the end of the round, I'm going to add sticker 1, 5, and 11 to 1 person. So I get to go in here and choose whoever I want and make them a knight. I'm thinking this beekeeper potentially. Boy. I might be able to knight this ally that I just got. And even though they're losing points, it would increase them to 3 swords. It's a stays in play. That feels really strong. I don't want to upgrade my diplomat because I want him to continue to get better. The priest will eventually become a cardinal. No, the servant, I was considering putting on the servant here. But again, I feel like this person already has 2 swords. I'm not even going to look through this deck anymore. I think I found the person. We're going to go with King Alahar. We are going to add sticker 1, 5, and 11. So a gold, a sword, and he becomes a knight. So under here, I will simply cross off person. Well, he's still a person. I'll just write knight over here on the top. And from what I read, I saw some comments in some forums regarding the keyword knight. Currently, I don't think it does anything, but I think in some future expansions, or possibly even expansions I have in the box, it will have an effect. So I do have +1 sword and +1 gold on this card. All right, so we took care of my dubbing event. This flips then, and it is now a renovation event that's going to stay in play. And at the end of the round, I'm going to get to add some stuff to a building, which is really nice. Sticker 2, 3, 2 or 3, 4 or 6 to one building, then destroy this. So this has been a really nice little card. I think this is going to be very helpful moving forward, especially this combination right here. If I can get those cards to come out early in a round and just kind of wait around until that the Dark Knight, I believe it is, comes into play, that would be a very nice little combination. So we will get those mixed in here in a minute. We've got 2 new cards coming in for the next round. Oh boy. All right. Another Skilled Bandit, which is, I have another one lurking in the deck already somewhere. I need to get rid of those quickly because those are going to be nasty. And then in a Tornado event, which looks like it's going to work very similar to the Thunderstorm. End of the round, destroy any 3 friendly cards in your kingdom. What? Then it flips. Oh my goodness. Stays in play. Blocks all buildings. End of the round, destroy this and 1 block building. So this is just straight up a bad card. There's no way to get rid of it. It's just going to do some very nasty damage to me at the end of the round. All right, so that felt like a decent round. I feel like it went quicker than a lot of the rounds I had yesterday. I was mulling over my decisions a little bit less in this round here today, which was nice, instead of having to sit around and really try to figure out how to make something out of nothing. My cards seem to be a little friendlier today on the draw. I was able to upgrade the things that I wanted to upgrade without too much trouble. Those 2 events that just came in, those 2 negative cards, though, those look rough. But again, this game has done, so far, it's done a really nice job of kind of balancing the good and the bad. You get those rounds where, boy, there's a lot of trouble, but then you also have some rounds where you feel like you accomplish a lot and feel like you've really made strides toward the goals that you're working towards. So really appreciate that about games, when they can balance the positives and the negatives to make you feel like you're still having a good experience. So we'll see that where that goes from now. But let's get into our next round. Okay. Cool. Last round, first in this round. That's really nice. What can we do here? We've got some gold, we've got some wood. I might just forgo my turn, get that out. Or, no, there's no stone, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to end my turn. This already stays in play. The Sanctuary will let me bring these 2 and keep them in play for now. And then I'll get to look at 4 more cards on my next turn. All right. What can we accomplish? Would really like to get this Training Grounds upgraded to get access to another knight. Currently don't have the ability to do that. Don't have enough stone. So no stone, no iron. I do have Sir Alex, which again isn't going to do much for me currently. I could discover a new region. Oh wait, no, that should have flipped back. That should be a stone bridge at this time. Okay, so I could go back to my stone bridge and try to discover new land. I do have gold to do that. And that might be what I do. I don't have anything else to upgrade. Feels like a big waste of resources to be spending 2 gold to upgrade a stone bridge. But again, at what point do I just take what I have and not sit here and dig? Because I don't see anything on top here. It's just gold. Nothing else requires gold to upgrade. or at least not in that quantity. So I think I'm just going to use my Beekeeper's Gold to upgrade my Stone Bridge back into Explorers, and those will then be available to get another land next round. Yeah, that feels like an okay turn. So these will all disappear. And we will get 4 new. Yeah, I'd have been searching for stuff for a while, it looks like. All right, we got a couple barrels. Oop, gold stays in play. I can get 2 stone. Won't do any good currently. I can upgrade this church potentially. I've only got 2 stone though, so again, I might be searching for a while to find those items, and I don't really want to do that. I'm definitely going to spend these barrels right now. We'll just bank these barrels in my exports. And if I had 2 wood... No, I think this is the card that I said I don't want to upgrade again. This ability is kind of useless, so don't do that. It's useless because why would I spend a gold to gain 2 stone when it already produces 2 stone? And then why would I spend resources to upgrade this when all it's going to do is get me 2 stone and the ability to go to another mine, which I don't think exists anymore, because I think I've pulled both of those out of there. So this card I think is just kind of in its final form. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use my turn to mark this. I'm gonna use my turn. I will mark off the first box here, and that's going to allow me to place a sticker on there. Whoops, a sticker sheet here. So I'm going to place a wood sticker on there, a resource sticker. So this now produces +1 wood. So not an amazing turn, but progress. Okay. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay. Oh, interesting. All right. I now have 6 total swords at my disposal. The Skilled Bandit just came into play. They're going to block 3 cards with production, which are all of the other 3 cards that I have here. That's fine. I'm not going to be able to do anything about the Skilled Bandit, but I do see the Dark Prince sitting here on top of my deck, which is really nice because I can bring them in now and defeat them with my swords, and that'll be able to flip the Dark Prince. So this turn, basically these are done. I can't do anything. These 3 cards are blocked. I don't want to spend my swords on this guy because I can see that I can get the Dark Prince right there, and that's a better value, I think, for what I have on the table right now. So these are all going to... Oh, these are stays in play. Oh, goodness. So they're blocked, but they are staying in play. Or do they get discarded when the bandit gets discarded? I will need a clarification. Blocked. If the blocking card stays in play, so does the blocked card. Yes. If it doesn't stay in play, the blocked card is discarded along with the blocking card at the end of the turn. Okay. Got it. So yes, because even though they're staying in play, because they are blocked by the bandit, they do get discarded. Perfect. I'm really happy that that was in the rules there. I thought that might be a question I have to dig into forums to find, but really spelled it out nice and clearly. So, cannot play cards, upgrade, or use end of round effects. That's fine. I'm not doing any of that right now anyway. I am going to go ahead and generate 6 swords from these 2 knights. They will disappear, and I'm going to use those swords in order to defeat this Dark Prince, which turns the card over and gives me another Impressed Boy, which again gives me some access to some swords later. That's awesome. That was not a turn. That was just an activated effect, so I still have the ability to do what I want with these cards. I would love to upgrade this shipyard. I do have 3 wood, but I am short 1 wood to do so. I could upgrade my plains to a farmlands, potentially. Okay. I might dig in here and try to find some more wood. I just need 1 more wood. I would really like to upgrade this shipyard. So, oh boy. Nope. Oh, yep, I got it. All right, perfect. My raid event will let me gain any 1 resource. So I can do that and gain the wood that I need, along with these 3 wood on this card in order to upgrade my shipyard. Oh, and this gold, of course. Unfortunately, my sanctuary is going to kind of go to waste. That just came in, unless there's a better way to do. There's no better way to do this, I don't think. So gold and 4 wood, those will get discarded. Upgrade my shipyard. I now have a trade ship. That was really nice. And I'd definitely like to... Oh, very cool. Okay, definitely want to upgrade that some more later. End of the turn, I can discard this to make up 2 cards, stay in play. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those. So, new turn. All right. Discard 1 person to gain 2 barrels. Don't have any persons. I do have 1 waiting if I wanted to. Nothing to upgrade. Literally nothing on my board is upgradable. So this could be 2, 3, 4. I need 5 gold to even use my treasury. I have no swords. I have nothing to do on this turn. So again, do I waste these 3 cards, bank my barrel, call my turn over, or do I dig in here and at least get something out of it? I think I'm going to dig in here to try to get something accomplished. Okay. I have this renovation card that popped up. This stays in play, and this is going to let me just upgrade a building at the end of the round, so that's neat. All right, I do have a person. So I could gain a gold from the hill settlement, and that would give me 5 gold to mark off my next space in my treasury. Or, what I think I'd rather do, I think I would rather go ahead, take my field worker, choose this, discard 1 person to gain 2 barrels. That is a forever effect. Maybe used repeatedly. So, the way I was playing, in fact, Lord Nimrod incorrectly yesterday, is when I did the activated effect, I was also double dipping into the resources. But with these forever effects, the passive effects, it says it always applies or it may be used repeatedly. And it does not say you have to discard the card. So I believe I can discard this field worker to gain 2 barrels and then still use this barrel as production. So I believe, if I'm reading the rules correctly, I can get 3 barrels out of this combination. And then I still have an action to take. So I could potentially still continue to dig through this deck and pull more things out to get that accomplished. I think I'm going to do that. And if something changes, I can always do that as well. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some more cards out of here. Okay. Interesting. I do have 2 swords that just became available. But that's it. All right. I forgot I did this. I did cross out, or I discovered the rival and raid cards last time. So I see the skilled bandit here. They're on top. And if I bring them in, I don't have enough swords to defeat them, unfortunately, because I can only mark 2 swords on this card, and I need 3 to defeat them. So that's kind of bad timing. I did not get enough wood to upgrade my settlement like I wanted to. Interesting. All right. So I think I'm gonna carry out my plan. Maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna carry out the plan that I just had. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna discard one person. Actually, again, I can do this repeatedly. So I can discard two people. This effect always applies or may be used repeatedly. So I can discard a person for 2 barrels. I can discard a person for 2 barrels. That gives me 4 barrels, and then I can use this card for a 5th. I hope I'm not playing that wrong, but based on just this specific reading of the rules of the passive effect, that should apply. So I have now generated 5 barrels worth of exports. So I will go ahead and mark those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I did now reach 40, which lets me put a sticker on a building at the end of the round if I want. Again, I could also bank this. The rules do say, or at least the forum said, you don't have to spend these right away. You just can. You have access to it. So if I wanted to wait to put a sticker on a building, I could do that. We'll have to see what the situation is in a minute. I'm going to get to add some stickers to building with this renovation anyway. So those were passive effects. Have not done anything yet, which is interesting because I could bank in my treasury. Well, what I could do instead, maybe I'll do that instead. Let's do that. Let's not take all of those barrels. So I'm going to take back the barrels that I generated by discarding Lord Nimrod. I'm going to take him back into play. That's going to let me cross off 2 gold on Lord Nimrod. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5 gold. That gets me to my next treasury space, which feels like a good use of the turn. So that was these 3 cards. And that was my entire turn. None of these stay in play, so those will go to waste. But I feel like a pretty good turn. I feel like I accomplished a decent amount up here at least. Oh, thought that was a missionary for a second. Oh, that's right. He's on the back of the beekeeper. Okay, so this is going to block 3 cards with production. There's only 2 with production currently. So I don't have anything to do. I can spend 3 swords, but I don't have that. I can continue to bring people in if I wanted. I don't think there's any reason to do that. The only thing I could do is potentially upgrade this priest, which I do want to get to, but I just see 1 gold sitting on top of my deck. I don't think it's worth it. So I think I'm just going to pass this turn, and these cards all get discarded. Yeah, good decision, because no gold came in. All right. Yeah, definitely want to upgrade this diplomat. I only have 1 gold to do that. I can discard a friendly card to gain 2, which I might do. I could discard this 1 wood. I also want to get this inventor another go, get another 5 points out of it. Yeah, definitely. Well, I see a card on top here. It's going to be worthless anyway. When I bring it in next round, I'm just going to advance. Oh, the Traveler. Again, kind of worthless on its own. I see no reason to continue advancing. Because right now I can't accomplish anything with these cards. I do see some more gold and a barrel coming in. This lets me gain gold per person in play. That's pretty huge. I would be able to upgrade somebody at that point. So I'm definitely I'm gonna advance again. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, and just in time to miss the thunderstorm event. Awesome. Okay. So we can, do I have ways to generate barrels? Because I'd really like to upgrade this. No. The school does nothing for me currently. Or at all. Again, it's done. But I can discard the hotel and gain 1 gold per person in play. I currently have 1, 2, 3, 4 persons. So I'm going to discard this to gain 4 gold. I can discard a friendly card in the renowned school in order to discard, or I'm sorry, in order to gain 2 more gold. So 4. This combo here gets me 2 more for 6. Now I have 6 gold, and I can upgrade this diplomat into an ambassador. And then later on, I can use his turn and discover a consort. So that was pretty good. Yeah, definitely. I like that. I'm glad I got that card upgraded. All right, Thunderstorm. When played, discard the next 3 cards of your deck. And these, from my understanding, these all get played at the same time. And then 1, 2, 3 leave. This gets flipped. When a card gets flipped, it goes to the top of your discard pile. Tornado. This is going to stay in play. And at the end of the round, we're going to destroy any 3 friendly cards in your kingdom. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Right now, whoops, I've got 2 barrels remaining, or I'm sorry, 2 barrels and nothing on this card. And on top here is just a sword. And I can play a land from my discard pile. So I could go and find another exotic fruit trees, potentially. That's neat. Stays in play. Okay, yeah. So instead of wasting these cards, I'm close to the end. I can tell there's looks like 4 cards left. I mean, I guess either way. The only way it would be beneficial is if another seafaring card came out. And I don't know if I have another one in there. I know this one exists. I think there's one more. Yeah, so I don't think there's any left in there. So we're going to go ahead. We'll just do our turn. Now, we'll use these barrels. Add those. And then we get to mark 1 for each seafaring card in play. It's just this one. It's going to generate a gold. Can't use it, but it gets me 1 step closer to moving that into the other navigation card. All right, now I'll bring these 4 cards in. Whoops. Okay. All right. Okay, let's read this handsome rival again. This cannot be destroyed unless Lord Nimrod has been destroyed. Okay. I can discard Lord Nimrod, but he's not out, and spend the resources for 1 box below to mark an X. It's worth -5. So I need to get these together? I'll have to get a clarification on this, but from what I'm understanding here, I have to discard Lord Nimrod, which means he has to be in play at the same time that the handsome rival is in play. Then, in addition to that, I have to spend these resources, which are a lot, to mark them off. When I complete that, this handsome rival turns in to a noble ally. Choose a person in play and gain it. Okay, so that's cool. The problem is, this card is worth -5 for each unmarked box. So right now, this card is worth -20 points. But in order, what I'm understanding is in order to check those boxes, Lord Nimrod has to be in play with the rival. Wow. So I'm going to need to get like a stays in play tag on Lord Nimrod in order to get him out. Interesting. Okay. Cannot be destroyed unless Lord Nimrod has been destroyed. I could also just destroy Lord Nimrod and get rid of this, because I am going to be destroying 3 friendly cards here in a minute. That might be my play. We'll get to that in a second. So I can't do anything with the handsome rival. I can discard 2 persons to upgrade my dungeon. Don't have 2 persons. I don't have enough wood to upgrade my mine, and I don't have enough of anything to do this. I can play 1 land from my discard pile. I don't know if any of these are going to be helpful. Oh, no. Oh, that's a building. I was going to say I can go find my land that has 3 wood, but it's a building, I believe, that has that. I can play a land. The canyon's no help. There's Lord Nimrod. Too bad he's not on a land. Bring him out. Settlement. 2 golds. There's the building I was talking about. Get 1 wood and get 2 stone, which doesn't help. There's 2 wood. Oh, if I had another iron, that'd be nice. I could have upgraded my training grounds. Yeah, I think what I'll do is I will use my town hall to bring out this exotic fruit trees, which is a land, and I will just use those barrels to get a little closer to my next bonus there. The rest of these cards will just go to waste, which is okay. Now these things happen. These are going to get interesting. So these kind of get resolved simultaneously, so I can do them basically in whatever order I want. I think I'm going to go ahead and do what I said. I have to destroy any 3 friendly cards in my kingdom. So I might just get rid of Lord Nimrod. He's been helpful with, he gave me some iron and he gave me some swords. But again, unless I can get a stays in play tag on him, I don't think it's going to be very helpful. Yeah, and I don't see another way to put sticker 7 anywhere. So again, I would have to be kind of relying on the cards coming out to give me a sticker that I need. So I think I'm going to destroy Lord Nimrod, and the handsome rival can then also be destroyed because Lord Nimrod has been destroyed. So that's a simultaneous thing. I think that counts. I need to get rid of 1 more friendly card. Yikes. Getting rid of 2 persons really hurts, though, because each of them is worth 2 points at the end of the game. Friendly cards. Got to be a friendly card. This Plains might be a decent one. It's just producing a gold. Let's consider that one. Okay. Definitely want to get rid of any export cards. Field Worker's not terrible. It's a person for 2 points, and it has been helping. Yeah, I think that might be the one, is this land here. Yeah, let's do that. All right, so I found my 3 cards. So at the end of the round, I'm going to destroy, excuse me, any 3 friendly cards in your kingdom. So 1, 2, 3 cards. They're friendly cards, and they go away. Okay, this then flips, and it will go to my discard pile, stays in play. It's going to block all buildings at the end of the round. Wow. Destroy this and 1 blocked building, or any 2 other friendly cards. So another card is just going to kind of eat away at my deck, which I don't like because I have this expanding borders where I need at least 70 cards in there. Okay. Now, some good stuff. So this stays in play, and at the end of the round, which is now, I'm going to add sticker 2 or 3 and 4 or 6 to 1 building. So I get to add a wood or a stone, and then an iron or a trade good. I would really like to add a trade good. Oh, these go to buildings. Okay. This building is still upgradable. Ooh, that's interesting. This deep mine. I could really add some stuff. Oh, but you know what? That's still upgradable. I don't want to do that. I could make the school not worthless. I could add some stuff to the school and make it actually have a benefit instead of just existing. that might be the one, because it's at its final form, and it has to go to a building card, which that's a building card. Sanctuaries are neat as well, but I don't want to use them for resources because they're good with their special ability. The lumberjack building's not bad either. I could add another wood, and that would be very powerful at that point. The food barns that stay in play, that's a good point. That stays in play. The lumberjack doesn't. Tree houses stay in play. Okay, I think we've identified at least some options. So I could add two or three, so a wood or a stone, to any of these. Then I could add an iron or a trade good to any of these. I think a stone and an iron on the school building might be really nice to have. Or on the treehouse, and just load up this treehouse with items. Woo! All right. All right, so I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my school, and I'm going to add sticker 3 and sticker 4 to my school. Although this barrel is really nice to have, they've been very helpful. I can also add sticker 4, 5, 6 on one building. Oh boy. Phew. Maybe I want tree houses instead, because that stays in play and really helps. Let's do that. So we're going to go ahead. No, but this makes the school worth having. I'm going to go with the school. That way it's not just taking up space, it's actually benefiting. We're going to use all of these. So 2 and 3, I'm going to choose a stone. So plus 1 stone. I'm also going to choose 6 plus 2, because I'm also going to be adding sticker 6. Or do I want to add 2 sticker 4s? Man, this decision's really eating me up here. I could add 2 iron here. Stone and 2 iron. That's pretty good. Let's add 2 iron. All right, so I have now used 1 stone, sticker 3. That takes care of this. And then I'm adding a sticker 4 for this as well. And then another sticker 4 for my exports. So we have now pumped up this school building. It's a very renowned school, very well known for their stone and iron production, apparently. Maybe they got like a trade school or something. I don't know. Whew. Let's add our next 2 cards. All right, we've got a young princess. And I can spend 2 persons, 2 lands, and 2 buildings to upgrade them to an educated princess. Or, oh goodness, at the end of the turn, I can discard 2 persons, or it gets turned to a spoiled princess, and then I have to appease the princess. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. That's a neat card. So that'll go into the deck. And then an event. This is sickness. Wow. 6 barrels to upgrade to a feast. Interesting. Or 1 gold to just have a crippled person. So I'm definitely going to upgrade that with barrels. I do have a bunch of barrels. I don't know if I can get them all together, though. So, wow, this game continues to make me happy. All of the small micro decisions that you make turn to turn, round to round. The events that are coming out, yeah, some of them are negative. And I had to get rid of 3 cards just now but I was able to get rid of a card that would have lost me 20 points potentially. So even that negative had a bit of a silver lining to it. And then being able to add stickers and kind of customize your kingdom, your deck, your buildings, your lands, all the stuff that's going on in this game. Really, really fun. Really, really neat decisions. Very much enjoying this. Very looking forward to the rest of this game, as well as whatever expansion I decide to get into. Because, like I said, Brian does have 3 expansions with his set already. I will probably jump into the Big Distant Lands one here in a second. But let's move on with our next round here. Oh boy. All right. 2 negative cards right off the bat here. When played, this blocks cards with production. That's just this one. When I play the event, I discard the next card from my deck. So I lost out on a couple stone there. I can spend 3 swords to defeat this, or I can potentially convert them with the missionary. I don't have the missionary in play. I don't have any swords in play. I don't have any barrels. So this kind of becomes now, I don't have anything that says I cannot play more cards. So do I dig in here and try to pull out 6 barrels in hopes of turning the sickness into a feast, which is really nice. Converts -8 points into just gaining a resource. I might do that. And then this one, this says this card is permanent, which I haven't seen any permanent cards yet. And I need to go, I'll have to go back in and look at them. Permanent cards are cards that are never shuffled into your deck and cannot be discarded. They are always active. Okay, so this would act kind of like one of these up here. Woof. Yeah, so it's a guaranteed -2 points. So I don't want that to happen. I'm going to go ahead and dig and see if we get even any barrels. We didn't. But again, none of this is helpful. So whether I just discard this and get rid of it now, or whether I continue to bring some cards out, nothing is negative right now. Like there's no downside to doing that. And it just gives me the ability to potentially, spend, I can get access to 1 sword. So let's go ahead. Yeah, let's dig a little bit more. There's Sir Alex. Interesting. Okay. So I could potentially get 2 swords here and upgrade my raid card to looting. Not mad about that. I would definitely have to work on this sickness card later, though. I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, so this card's just going to eat 1 card every time it comes out, though. That's kind of the problem with it. But I'm not just going to spend a gold and get rid of it. I'm going to try to convert that with some barrels. Here, maybe not. Do I just dig in here? Because this is card 67. We only played a card 70. So it feels like this might be the only round I have to even try to get rid of this. Wow. Interesting. Wow. Yeah, the end of this game really snuck up on me. Oof. I might just push for some barrels. I know I've got barrels in there. It takes 6. Or do I just... do I dig for 6 barrels? I got that mushroom card. I got a bunch of those exotic fruit cards. But where are they? Is the question. Maybe I'll just let it go. We'll just let it go. So what I will do, at the very least... I'm also 1 sword away from getting this bandit gone. So I might do... I'm going to dig. If this is my last round, I might as well just get after it and see what happens. If I can get rid of this bandit, that would be great. If I can get rid of the sickness, that would be great. If this is the end of the game, I don't know how beneficial it is to upgrade this card. Like I said, I've got access to 2 swords right now. So if I get a 3rd, that'd be great. Okay. That didn't do anything. But again, I can still push for my goals here. This card's not bad either. If I pull this ambassador out, I might just need to stop, because if I pull that out, I'm going to want to use it. So I think I'm going to stop. And do I have any other way? I have 1 iron. I do have 3 iron, and I can place that there. I think I might do that. It adds a sticker. What it doesn't do is let me get rid of this bandit right now, which is really my ultimate goal. But that might be my best play. I could also upgrade my training grounds to get another knight that has 2 swords. That's also not bad. Let's do that. Let's do that instead. So I have 2 iron right here on my renowned school that I just upgraded. So before I do any of this, though, let's go ahead and take care of the seafaring card. I get to mark 1x here. It gets me a gold that I'm not going to be using, but at least it gets another X on that. So if I do, am I able to get that 1 more round here before the game ends? I don't know. Again, I don't know how this works. I see card 67, and I know that 70 is the end. So we will spend these 2 iron to upgrade my training grounds into Sir, and we'll call him Andrew. Stick with the A names for my knights. Sir Andrew. All right. And when that comes back around, it'll be a little more helpful. But right now, everything goes away. Not a great turn, not a terrible turn. I really wanted to get rid of one of those negative cards. Did not have the ability. See in here, I'm glad I didn't push for more barrels, because yikes. When played, blocks 3 cards with production. And again, don't have any swords. Don't want to bring in this rain event, because it's not going to do me any good. It might do me good. The only way I can do this is to get 3 gold. But once this comes in, I can't play any more cards, so it's not really helpful. Ew. This is wasted. This whole turn's wasted. I don't have 3 gold to spend. Even if this wasn't blocked, I wouldn't have 3 gold to spend. So that turn is over. I can't do anything. This is a rough round. Okay. Your lands produce double. You may not play any cards. So I have 2 golds, and I can get access to 3. At the end of turn, I have to discard 2 persons. I don't have that. So this young princess is going to become spoiled again, because I cannot draw any more cards. Otherwise, I could have gone through my deck, grabbed out 2 of each, and then flipped over this card. I don't have the ability to do that. So unfortunately, since I can't go and get access to more cards, I'm kind of stuck. I can't upgrade. I need to discard 2 persons and 2 wood. I don't have any of that. Boy, this has just been a disastrous start to this round. All right, I have to forego my turn. I have a barrel I can stash, so I'll do that. I'll stash a barrel. But I can't do anything else, so these all go wasted. This flips over to a thunderstorm again. And this young princess becomes a spoiled princess. And when played, discard 2 friendly cards in play. That's going to eat away cards. Yikes. All right. Hey, we got a stays and play night. Too bad all of our bad guys are already out. We've got Got some iron, got some barrels. Nothing to really use them on, unfortunately. No way to upgrade. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get going. All right, I could upgrade this. That'd be 5 points. Might do that. So I will spend 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. Or do I want to discover? I don't think I want those region cards. They were fine. But I think I'm going to go ahead and flip this inventor. And then I'll be able to mark them next time. Assuming there is a next time. Again, don't know how early this game's going to go. Before I do that, let's spend these 2 barrels. So I will bank my barrels, then I will do my upgrade of gold. Discard all those. Okay, again, some swords. Hopefully there's at least one more enemy lurking in there somewhere I can use that on. Oh, this renovation card should be gone. I was supposed to destroy that at the end of the round. I did not do that, so that's gone. So I do need one more card. All right. I gain a sword for each person in play. Not helpful. I can get 1 barrel. I need gold to upgrade that. Or I can play 1 land from my discard pile. Which currently I don't think is incredibly helpful. Again, unless I go and just get some barrels and then get to my next bonus. Two stone, but again, I need 4 stone here, so I could. Oh, but if I use that card, it'd be gone. Interesting. All right. Maybe I will push my luck a little bit here and see what else comes out before I do anything. Because if not, if I don't do anything else right now, I would do this to get some more barrels. I would end up with 3 barrels, and that would be wasted. As it stands here, at least I'll be able to keep 2 of these 3 cards at the end. So I think I'm going to do that. We'll advance. Okay, so we got some gold. 2 gold. It'd be nice to get the silk upgraded. I've been trying to do that for a long time. So I will advance 1 more time, because I don't see another way to get an extra gold. I have 2 gold already. I would need a 3rd. So I will advance. Oh no. Oh no. 2 sanctuaries. That was kind of worst case scenario. All right. But we're going to do it. We're going to spend these golds. Before I do that, nope, we're just going to spend those gold. And we're going to upgrade here. Yep, we're going to spend these 4 gold to upgrade this building here and make cloth export. Those go away. I will use my sanctuary here to keep, I guess, these 2. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to keep these 2 cards in play. I'm going to sanctuary and see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'd really like to upgrade this town hall. I don't see stone, unfortunately. Okay. Choose a land in play. There are no lands in play, so that's wasted currently. Gain a gold per person in play. Don't need that currently. Treehouse will stay in play. And again, I have a sanctuary, so worst case scenario, I can hold on to a couple things here. I might bring this back in only because I can discard this person. Or I could use my town hall to play a land to get a stone or wood. Do I have a stone wood combination? Or just stone, and then I can spend gold to upgrade the sanctuary. That's not terrible either. But this sanctuary is going to let me keep 2 cards. So let's see what we got here. A land, 2 barrels. A stone or... Yeah, could do that. Oh, there we go. There's 2 stone. Okay. So I'm going to discard the town hall to bring in my stone, my rocky land here. That's going to produce... Does that do anything, though? Yeah, I mean, it's worth more points. Ugh. Oy vey. What does a hotel become? A cozy pub. Is that what I want? I don't think I saw anything with a stone and a wood. I really like to upgrade this. Is kind of where I'm at. But if I don't have a building that has, or I'm sorry, a land that has at least a stone and a wood, I can't do it. And I don't think I have one of those in my discard pile. There's one with just a wood. And there's one. Okay. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just do it. So we'll bring this in. Gain its production as resources. I could push, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna spend my stone. So I will discard this, like I said, to take the stone. I have 2 stone. I have 3 gold sitting here. Oh no. Nope, I forgot I had this treehouse sitting here. Okay. Okay. I will still do this. Boom. To bring in the stone. No. I need to bring in... No matter what I do, I'm still going to be short. I have what I have gold. Yeah, I just need the stone. Okay, so I'll still do that. I'll still bring this in. I'm going to overpay with some wood, some gold, some stone. That's going to go away. That's going to let me upgrade my hotel into a cozy pub. That'll go away. Then I can use my sanctuary at the end of the round to bring these and keep them in play. Long way to get there. Sorry about that. But we got it done the way we wanted to. Okay. Yes, I think I want to do this. I would like to upgrade... Oh, close to this too. Church becomes a cathedral. This card has +1 gold for each person play. It's worth 7 points. Or I could get my dungeon into a lost civilization. That's what I want. So I'm going to discard... First of all, I'm going to use this for production. And that is simply going to give me a barrel. We are 1 away from another upgrade over there. I will then discard these 2 persons to upgrade my dungeon into a lost civilization. These cards will go away. 4 new cards. Oh my gosh, all the wood in the world. Yeah, that'd be nice. I'm a couple coins short. I've got a bunch of wood, but I'd like to upgrade my mine here. I'm gonna search here. An impressed boy. Oh boy. Stays in play. Blocks all buildings. Blocks all buildings. So far I have just the one. Blocks all buildings up to 5. At the end of round, destroy this and 1 block building or any 2 other friendly cards. Interesting. That's like worst case scenario that just happened there for that building. I still want to dig here. I just need 2 gold. I still have 3 wood. I need 2 gold. I would really like to get to that. I might not have it. I could also, if I get another barrel, I have 2 barrels here. And I'm not seeing any enemies yet, which really stinks. All right. Okay. So I am a building short. I'm a building short, or I'm sorry, a barrel short of upgrading my Traveler that I've wanted to do forever. I see no way to copy any barrels. I can reset this to discover a building project. Not terrible. I can upgrade my mine to a deep mine. Not terrible. I can just discard swords to bank in my treasury. These guys, again, these knights came out after all my enemies came out. They never had a chance to defeat an enemy. All my enemies came out really early in the round. It really hindered my first round there. Oh boy. Yeah, so I'm going to bank these barrels at the very least. That'll give me another set of 10 and get me working on another one. And that'll let me add a sticker on a friendly card. Any card. Friendly card. That's nice. So I can go and potentially add another sword, maybe to one of my knights, or get a different knight that can stay out longer. What do I want to do now? We can upgrade a couple things. Not the thing I wanted to, but I could upgrade here. I could reset this architect to get a building project that I have not seen yet. I might do that. I'd really like to upgrade the Traveler again. I didn't have enough barrels or any way to generate more barrels. So I'm a gold short from doing what I wanted to do, because I did have a gold sitting over here, but nowhere else. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, I'm just going to upgrade this. It's worth 2 points, and it sets me up with some more iron moving forward. Everything else goes away. Boy, what a waste. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to not do the deep mine. We're just going to spend all of those swords that we had. We're going to mark off another X on our treasury. It's worth 3 points. 3 more points than I had. So that'll go away. In between rounds here, I could potentially put a sticker, but I'm going to see my first 2 cards here, because the first one's a stop card. Discover 2 cards as normal. This is your last round. When this round is over, count your fame and write it on the first symbol on the side of your box. It's time to brag to your friends. Can they beat your score and make it a better kingdom? I doubt it. When the round is over, turn this card over. Interesting. All right, so it's going to tell me how to count my fame. That is very interesting. So we got 2 cards here. Finishing touch. Destroy this to add sticker 6 and 10. 6 and 10. Okay. So a barrel and 5 points to 1 friendly card in play, or gain any 4 resources. I'm definitely going to take that. Royal Visit. Cross out 1 resource icon in an upgrade cost on 1 card in play. So it makes upgrading cheaper. Destroy 1 negative card in play. That might be the one right there. The Inquisitor. Yeah. But it's got to be in play. That's the tricky part. So you got to keep digging, or hope it ends up with a negative card. Cross out 1 resource icon in an upgrade cost on one card in play. And again, this would have to be like with something that you would want, but it's reusable. So lowering costs permanently. And I guess jumping into an expansion, that could be very helpful. This is also person, so it's worth 2 points on its own. I'm gonna risk it here and go with the Inquisitor, and I'm gonna keep the final touch. So we'll put those into our deck, and I think I'm gonna call it quits for today. I have one more round to play, so we'll get these shuffled up really nicely. I'll see if I made any mistakes. I know I made tactical errors in this game. Wow, those were some rough rounds I had. So I definitely had some tactical errors. I don't know if I made any rules mistakes today. I'll get some clarifications on things put up on the screen in case I did. It felt pretty clean though. I don't know if I made any of the silly errors that I did in session 3, but we will definitely get into an expansion next time. We'll tally up our score next time, and I might make use of this export card. I might add a sticker to a building before I start there. I'll let you know if I do that at the beginning of the next play. So thank you for joining me. Stick around for session 5, which will be the final session of the base game of Kingdom Legacy Feudal Kingdoms, and then I believe I'm going to add in the Distant Lands expansion. So I'll have to do some reading up on how the expansions integrate into that, so we can get started with that pretty easily next time. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in session 5.